Hey, so only 3 minutes late. That's something. That's progress. And all the audio works, which again, progress. We're getting there. If you came by hoping for 20 minutes of me struggling to figure out how to work the audio, no, not today. Did it. Figured it out. Pretty proud. Hope you're having a great day. We'll get going here in a couple minutes. If you're watching on the replay and you're like, is it worth my time? How long is he going to go for? It's going to be a pretty quick stream. We're talking like, I don't know, 30 minutes. That's my goal. My goal is to jump on here every day, do 30 minutes. So far, I'm 2 for 4. I did it Friday, skipped Saturday and Sunday, and we're back, baby. So, yep, every day, just want to jump on, share thoughts, what's going on, checking with you, see how your life is going. Hello, concurrent viewer 1. I see you out there. Hope you're doing well. I don't know who you are, so I don't really see you. I just see a number on this screen that says 1. Hope you're doing good. If you want to talk in the chat, feel free, but if you want to be quiet, that's okay too. No worries. Well, Mr. Venturini himself. The Sacramento A's pregame show brought to you by Domino's. If that pizza doesn't come by the end of this pregame show, it's free, mofo. You know what's funny? John, actually tonight I am going to the A's game. They were ranting last year like, oh man, the tickets are going to be so hard to get. Turns out, John, not very hard. If you're looking to check out an A's game, my man, they are easily available for like 20 bucks. The A's couldn't fill the Coliseum, and they can't fill Sutter Health Park. It's pretty rough. So, give me 1 second, John, and we'll chat. But I'm gonna grab a coffee real fast. Okay, 1 second. Hey, John, can you hear the music in the background? I hope so. We're getting better at this thing, John. We're getting better. Hey, John. Oh man, I wish it worked right now, John. I wish it would pop up on screen. I'm still working on getting the lights back, but let's see if this works. Jump to that. Okay, so far so good. Wearing enormous headphones. Need to fix that in the future. And what else am I doing? Let's lower the music because it's very loud. Okay, there we go. All right, I feel like that's pretty good. Let me know if it's too loud. Let me know. If it's too soft, let me know. Let's find that just right area. John, how's life? What's going on, sir? It's good to see you. I'm about to drink a Celsius. So, John, just so you know, all this right here, this conversation we're having, behind the scenes, it will be edited out. So what I'm doing now for the live stream is I'm just gonna like clip it. I'm just gonna like cut out the stuff. I need to get like a big clapboard and be like, go. That's where it starts. So, drinking a Celsius. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Probably not well. John, it's good to see you. 150th cycle bar class for yours truly at 4:30 tonight. John, you love a cycle bar. That is good for you, man. That's awesome. I've done a couple. I've done a handful. They're fun. Yeah, I don't really have what else to say. That's awesome. Good for you. So, it's funny, John, you should mention Domino's. Funny you should mention Domino's and the A's. Because tonight, like I said, going to watch the A's. That should be fun. But last night, John thought about going to Domino's after we were victorious. After half a cake, the improv team was victorious in our improv battle. I felt good. And like all fat people do when we feel good, we look for food. And part of me was like, Paul, you don't need this. You don't want this. But I'm like, no, you do. You really do. You really do. And I did. And I thought about going to Domino's. But here's the thing. I didn't want to wait. So I went to Little Caesars instead. Hot and ready. I'm here for a hot and ready. I wanted it. I needed it. So I went. And John, I've never seen this before. I witnessed a drug deal. I'm pretty sure it was a drug deal. Never seen one in person. I know that might seem like a very silly thing to say. I'm sure some people have witnessed them. I have never witnessed one, but tonight did. It was exciting. John wasn't sure what to do. Parked the car, saw it happening in the distance, right outside Little Caesars. Seems like a place where one might want to buy drugs and then find something to eat while experiencing those feelings. But yeah, it was like, oh my gosh, John, it was like I was watching Breaking Bad. It was like I was in a film. I was in a movie, cinema, living it. This guy walks over, just casually putting his hand out. The transaction's being made, and I know what's happening. I've seen this before. I've never been a part of it before. And then what do? John wasn't sure what to do. I was like, do I hang out in the car? Do I let them kind of like walk away and pretend I never saw it? And then I was like, well, should I just kind of like walk by and like act casual? How do I act casual? Do I whistle? Is that a thing casual people do? And then I realized whistling just makes you seem like you're so trying to hide something. So I simply just got out of my car, looked at my phone, and just kept looking at my phone like it was the most interesting thing until I got into Little Caesars. Phones are the best way to avoid seeing something you don't want to see. Like that's why we're never going to get rid of phones. I mean, I guess somebody could turn to having, they can watch something through glasses. But here's the thing. If you're like if you're living your experience through glasses, you can't hide from that. But if you got a phone, phones are great. You're looking down, drug deals happening out here. You can't see anything. You're acting like you're not seeing it. That's why I think phones will always be here for drug deals. To hide them, to hide watching them. Oh gosh, in my head, Seren, it's so good to see you, John. Seren, in my head, this rant was so well timed and so perfectly crafted, And then I get on here and I start looking at the camera and I'm like, how do I talk? How do words happen? I don't know. Sarin, lovely to see you. Sorry at your work. I know this isn't like the best time to stream. I should probably stream like more like 4:30 to 5:30. That should probably be where I stream. Because then people can hang out. Then we can like all hang out together. But I know this isn't the best time. John, thank you for breaking down how to speak. Appreciate it. Subject, predicate, direct object, perhaps an indirect object. Boom. Insight, my man. Oh. So. Oh, John, you know what? Actually, John, you might be able to control a light now that I think about it. If you're looking back here, you're going to see a light. Let me see if I can turn that on. Nope. Let's see if we can make this work. Okay, John, I think you can, if you want to like play with some like changes, I think you can change that light in the background there. Yep. There you go, my man. It does work. So I put that in today, but I didn't think it would work, but it does. That's fantastic. Okay, so yellow doesn't work. Red, I think, will. Maybe. Let me look at, you know what? Let's try this together. So let me post in the chat some of the commands. Okay, I think this is a command. Let's try it. So Kirby should change it pink. Maybe. We'll see if it happens. Okay. So Kirby does work. Ding ding. Okay. John, let's go through this. UC Davis is one that will work as well. If you type in UC Davis, that should either change it to a yellow or a blue. Baby Yoda will change it to green. And sorry if my screen keeps popping in and out. I think for some reason it's weird. I gotta figure it out. Okay, so UC Davis changed it to yellow. Winner. Baby Yoda will change it to green. Mario will change it to blue or red. It's a little bit of a delay. Okay, so it's on a little bit of a delay. This is good. But I mean everything over here on YouTube is on a delay. Mario works. Okay. Batman. What do you guys think Batman... Well, what do you think Batman changes it to? You're going to get this. You're going to knock it out of the park. Boom. Turns it off. Darkness, baby. That's where he operates. In the middle of the night. Fighting crime. Doing things. I should make Ding one. I should make Ding like a flashing one. If you put in command Ding, it should have like a flashing effect. That'd be a great idea. So let's see what else we got. Okay, Kitty Pryde. If you type in Kitty Pryde, you're going to get yellow, blue or red, because those are her her costume, or they have been her colors in the past. And you spelled it correctly, my man. Wait. Oh no, sorry, close. Pride is Pryde. So, the way you have it is like, I have pride for my cats. I have Kitty Pride. But this is Kitty Pride in the X-Men sense, the Shadowcat sense. I think now she doesn't go by Kitty though. I think she goes by Cat. Whatever. Works. Okay, Rogue, again, another X-Men reference. Rogue is going to go yellow or green. Classic 90s X-Men colors. Rogue is yellow or green. Wolverine is yellow or blue. I love the fact that this chat is just full of a bunch of colors right now. This is great. There's a lot of them. So, Grimace. If you type in Grimace, it's purple. Let's see what red is. It's not very bright. Okay, so I love Lumia Stream, and I love these hue lights. I think they're Yi lights. They're great, but they're not very bright. What I think I'm gonna do, John, here's the idea. It's great. It's just you and me, John. This is fantastic. I just talked directly to you. What my hope is that I think I'm going to take a old cat tower that I have and wrap it with a ton of lights, because I have a ton of I don't know, just they're a sort of light that connects to Lumia Stream. So then I could put that in the background right back here, and then it'll be way more bright and way more vivid when people change it. So that's the goal. And God knows I have a lot of old cat towers, so no shortage there. So we're good. Or cat trees. I don't know what you call them. Cat trees, cat towers. I like towers. I feel like... Hey, Shad. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Shadow loves him. Hey, buddy. How you doing? No. Don't touch me. All right, I won't. I'll leave you alone. So... John, have you thought about getting new cats? I mean, I know the shelters are always packed full of them, so... That's where I got my first two cats, was a shelter. They were great. You know, it's a possibility. You can go in and get them there. Oh, Stevie. Yeah, you shared a couple pictures of Stevie. Looked cute. Looked like a really cute cat. Oh, Ashley has her and OJ. Got it. So, I hear you. John, you used to live stream. You did a lot of live streaming. Let me ask you something. Real talk. Why were you able to walk away from live streaming? Because here's the thing. I'll be real honest. When I'm hanging out on a live stream, I so often feel like I want to do this. And then once I start doing it, I rarely want to keep doing it. But it's like a weird yo-yo effect where I don't do it for a little while and I'm like, wow, that would be really fun to do again. And then once I start doing it, I'm like, this isn't that fun. It's not really a conversation. I mean, it kind of is. It's kind of a fun conversation with you, but at the same time, it's like a really kind of weird, one-sided, like PowerPoint presentation, but with occasional interaction. It just feels weird. And I'm not sure why I feel like I want to come back and do it. Oh, your mom passing away, John? And John, that's why you stopped? Was because your mom passing? So you did the venture forward. Hopefully talk some advice to her and everybody when she did. Oh, she died of a heart attack on June 2023. I lost any sort of mojo to continue the show. That's hard, man. I'm sorry. Got it. That's a lot. She had a lot going on. A dry... I don't know what a dry drunk is, John. I've heard of that before. Is that... I honestly have no idea what a dry drunk is. I'm gonna look that up. Let's look it up. I mean, I know you can write it in the chat, but also, you don't need to work here, John. You don't have to tell me what's going on. Dry or drunk. Despite their sobriety, a dry drunk typically continues to behave in destructive ways. In essence, they have stopped drinking but have not fully embraced recovery. Got it. Okay, so they're still acting like they're doing the terrible things you do when you're drunk, but you're not. The definition of dry drunk doesn't necessarily imply relapse, but it suggests a lack of personal growth or mental recovery. Okay, that seems very unpleasant to be around. She stopped drinking, but she always thinks about drinking and applies many different firefighters to try to tackle her addiction. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well. That's interesting. I wonder in some way, and this might be a stretch, I don't know. I wonder in some way if me wanting to live stream is a... Like you're saying, she does other things to tackle her addictions and compulsions, or it kind of like it comes out sideways. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, she gambled a lot. Got it. Well, that's... Man, overeating for sure is my thing. That is, I think... Okay, I don't hoard too much. I don't gamble. But I do overeat. And I guess I hoard cats. I got 3 of them. Hey. Buddy. You're pretty cute. Cats are managers and not firefighters. John, here's the thing though. I've noticed I do think cats can be firefighters. If I understand what firefighters mean. That firefighters kind of keep you from tackling your issues. Because here's what I've noticed. Really interesting, John. Don't know if you had the same thing with OJ and Stevie. That... Do you like traveling? I mean, I think you like traveling. I like traveling. I like the idea of traveling. But what I've noticed is that when I have the cats, I will think too often about them as a reason I can't travel, which is insane, which is stupid. They're cats. They're going to be fine at home. You know what I mean? Okay. Hey, Laura. Laura, welcome to a chat that is very, very... Laura, as soon as this stream is over, I'm definitely deleting this one because it has not been good in terms of interesting, but it has been insightful and fun hanging out with John. So hello, Laura. And not to say that you're not interesting, John. You're great. I love having this conversation. But I definitely don't think in terms of algorithm, people are going to be like, hey, let's watch that guy who is kind of alluding to the fact he's unhappy and talked about his cats being a thing that kept him from joy. I absolutely want to lock in and watch that. John, I always made sure that they had someone feeding them in the mornings. Okay, John, smart. I have somebody come over usually like twice a day when I travel, but I'm still like super racked with guilt about it, which I don't think is super healthy. So I think in a weird way that having these cats has like kept me from traveling and experiencing more than I should or could. I could experience more than I do, but these cats keep me from exploring, or they don't, but the story I tell myself does. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to take that. But John, can I vent for you? Can I vent to you for a second, John? Just between you and me. Laura, are you still here or did you take off? I'm not sure if she did. But if she did, that kind of ties into something I want to talk to you about, John. John says, the dogs my mom and my aunt helped preventing them from doing anything. And they would always come with bullshit excuse for why they couldn't go do anything because of the dogs. Yes, John, oh my God, my man, that is kind of the vibe I'm starting to notice in my life. That I'm like, the cats or animals, I'm like, well, that's probably why I shouldn't go on a trip and go see things. And I'm like, that's stupid. This is stupid. I can't live this way. But John, that's not really what I want to vent about right now. Laura brought up something wonderful, which I do not understand. I don't get it, John. So why is it so many people do this all the time? It's so weird. And it's all the LSP crew. John, I don't understand why the LSP crew does this. The old LSP people. They will come into a stream. They will say hello. And then very clearly, as I'm looking at the metrics and who's watching, they bounce. They come in, they say hello, like it's of some value, and then they immediately leave. What is that? Why are you doing that? Why would you waste your time? What are you getting out of just saying hi? Are you, and you don't even wait for a response? It's weird, John. I don't know if you ever noticed, like when you streamed, people would do that, but they'll come in, like want to put into the world that, hey, I exist and I'm alive, and then immediately leave. It's weird. I don't get it. Like, either hang out or like hang out quietly and just watch. You can watch. That's great. There's lots of live streaming. I'll just hang out and watch. Like, just watch. Fantastic. But why would you come in, say hello, and like an act of engagement, and like an act of like, hello, nice to meet you, glad you're here. You're basically shaking my digital hand, and then you're leaving. It's weird. I don't understand. It's very funny. Oh, you know what it is? Okay, maybe this is what it is. No, that doesn't make any sense, because I'm thinking maybe they come in and say hello, And then when they realize nobody's here and it's just the two of us, they're like, I'm going to bounce until more people show up. Maybe that's it. That could be it. But then why wouldn't you just kind of like stealthily come in, like look around, be like, huh, it just looks like Paul, just rambling. No thanks, not interested. But to take the time to write hello and then leave, I don't know. It's strange. I don't understand it. And I guess it sounds like I'm putting him on blast. It's more just like, I don't understand what you're doing with it. Like, what's the point of it? You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyways. John, have you ever been so deep in a food coma that you have a revelation and then explode awake, realizing, wait a second, that's the truth. Thank you, carb overload. You've put me in a state where I can truly understand myself better. Because I had that last night, John. Ate a pizza, whole pizza? Yes. Don't judge. I know you wouldn't, but I ate a whole pizza. John, alternatively, I thank Laura for her hello and 5 seconds of watch time. John, you're very kind. That's very kind. John, it's the food version of post, not reality. Okay, John, that's what I had last night. Because the improv show we did, here's the thing. The improv show we did last night, we did win the competition. So we made it to the next round. But I was not happy with the show. I wasn't happy with my contribution in the show. And yeah, it was a winner chicken dinner experience last night, John. But was it like a proud winner chicken dinner? Not really. I walked away thinking like, what did I not do right? Like, why? Like, in my core, I know it wasn't a good show. And, you know, you blow smoke and people blow smoke and they're like, it was great. This was really good and everything. And there were good parts to it for sure. But I knew something like I didn't do well somehow. And I couldn't figure it out. And then I ate a whole pizza from Little Caesars. And boy, did I have a moment of clarity. Thank you, Seren. I appreciate it. I was proud of winning. I think we did a good show. But I just know it wasn't up to what I know I'm capable of, or I think our show is capable of. And so I ate a pizza, fell asleep watching YouTube, which is delightful. I love falling asleep watching TV. Don't know what that's about, but I'm really into it. And then I just woke up, and the phrase that just hit me was that be interested, not interesting. And it was so strange that it just kind of like struck me. Like, that was it. Just be interested and not interesting. And that was exactly the problem last night. And I was like, wow, that applies to so many parts of life, especially in improv. That last night, when I didn't hear laughter, I was actively freaking out in my head. And I was like, I need to be interesting. I need to say something funny. I need to say something witty. I need to like do something clever. And only when I started being interested in what the other person was saying on stage. I mean, I obviously was responding to what they were saying, and I did care. But when I started getting nervous, I started like turning inward and trying to figure out what I could do instead of listening to what was in the scene and then just playing with what was there. And when I did that, and I like doubled down into the relationship, and I doubled down to all the things, the dynamics happening that were just right in front of me, and being interested in those dynamics, it came together so much more as a show. So I don't know, if you're ever having a difficult time and not knowing what to do next, go eat a Little Caesars pizza, go to bed, and you're gonna wake up with some clarity, because I 100% did, and it was really odd that it happened that way. But yeah, Little Caesars, pepperoni, maybe works same with cheese. I don't know, 3 meats, maybe I'd have more insight with 3 meats. Maybe that's the secret, the meats. But I realized that all I just needed to do was be interested in what the person was saying across from me. And and she was great. Ezra crushed it last night, and I just needed to be more interested in what she was saying and explore that instead of being in my own head and thinking like, I'm gonna figure out how to get out of this, because everything I needed was in front of me. I just was so focused inside of me and not out in the world. So anyways, I'm repeating myself. Yes, Seren pizza. Yep. Oh, Seren, it was the best last night. John, for my money, you're always interesting, and you have always been interested. Truly are one of the funniest guys I know, and I love your work. John, you're really nice. That's, you know what, John, you flatter me, sir. That's really nice of you to say. You know what's funny is live streaming is so much like improv, where I have to get all the bad improv out for the first 10 minutes. For the first 10 minutes, I got to get like bad improv scenes out. That's like warming up. I should really just sit in front of this camera and just talk for 10 minutes, get all the bad live streaming out, and then eventually you kind of get to the good stuff. Like, this is the good stuff, like hanging out with you, Seren and John, and just kind of talking. Like, this is all the good, but boy, I think it's a lot like that. I just got to warm up. I guess warming up is what I'm saying is important. So, John, I do not know how you do 2 or 3 cycle bar sessions. That is wild to me. Like, one enough destroys me, to the point where I'm like, I should do that again, and never do. So the fact you do 2 in a row, wild. 3, madman. Batting 300, that does put you in the Hall of Fame. Oh boy. Okay, John, so for you, cycle bar is like a roller coaster. Got it. It's a roller coaster that you're burning a lot of calories on. So it is truly the healthiest roller coaster available, John. So way to go. Seren, as long as you're having fun. Yeah, that's true. Seren, how are you doing? How was your weekend? I hope you got to do some fun stuff. Boy, what did I do? Oh, you know what? I took the audience advice. Gosh, I don't remember who said it. Was it Crash? Maybe Crash said it. Maybe it was Eiley. But somebody mentioned Devil Wears Prada. And I mentioned that to Ezra that night. She's like, I love Devil Wears Prada. I love that movie growing up. So we watched the movie, which is great. That was really fun. I've never seen it. Good movie. John, Seren, if you've never seen it, check out Devil Wears Prada. Very impressed. Oh, and Seren, I started watching. I'm only like halfway through the first episode, but I like it so far. I started watching Devil May Cry. So I know it's 8. I know it's 8 episodes. So I got a lot of murder. I got a lot of murder and demons ahead of me, but watched it. Okay, Seren. Okay. Can we talk about this? Okay, that first scene. This doesn't ruin anything, John. If you want to watch it, if you like violence and you like animation, oh baby, check out Devil May Cry. I was gonna say Devil Wears Prada. Less blood in Devil Wears Prada, significantly. Anne Hathaway does not murder anybody, but she does slay. Anyways, let's get back to it. So, in Devil May Cry, in a lot of anime, Seren, I'm watching more anime. I don't watch a lot, but I do notice that is there... How do I say this? How do I say this politely? When somebody is killing somebody else, whether it's like sword or gunplay, there's always like close-ups on the person's face who's killing the person. Is it me, or do they always look... Does it look a little like they're sexually aroused? Because if you go back and watch that scene with the rabbit who's just going ham on everybody and killing everybody, he seems like he's getting a lot of pleasure from murder. He seems like he is a very happy rabbit killing people. And I've noticed that in anime, I don't know what it is, but there is such like a thin line between there does seem to be like this like sexuality aspect of killing. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Like, is that doing good things to us? To kind of fuse this like violence with like this close up face of like bliss? It's weird, but I don't know. It's all over. Don't know how to explain it. Anyways, that's what I've noticed immediately. And Devil May Cry is a very turned on rabbit. So looking forward to watching the rest of the series, seeing what happens to this sexually charged, aroused rabbit and Dante. Does Dante kill the sexually turned on rabbit? Maybe. I don't know. We're going to find out. It's pretty violent. Some of those deaths are pretty gory. But yeah, enjoying it so far. So definitely need to jump more into that. Yeah. Anywho. Well, okay. Oh, it's a good story? Cool. I'm only halfway through, so I've watched like a handful of killings and I'm like, okay, I'm here for it. But anyways. Well, I got a mosey. Seren, Jean, thanks for hanging out. Anybody else out there lurking? Appreciate it. And yeah, I'll pop on tomorrow, probably for a little bit, at least a half an hour. And I hope you have an amazing day. Seren, hope you have an amazing night. And I will talk to you soon. All right, bye.